as we all know, finding a job can be really stressful. Like when I got fired or let go from my little seasonal, y'all, I was kind of like,
I'm having a panic attack right now. I need to calm the fuck down because I'm having a panic attack.
that was me, y'all. I was stressing, and I knew that since I was living on my own, I had things to pay. And them due dates had their hands out like the Gross sisters. I just want to say, do not give up, okay? It's going to be so hard, and I'm going to show you why you shouldn't give up. So these are all the jobs that I applied for. Man, I was applying for everything. GE, really? What was I going to do? Be an electrician? It took me like 2 weeks, okay? I was applying for jobs over a period of 2 to 3 weeks. And in total, do y'all know how many jobs I applied for? I applied for 47 jobs. Yes, 47. And applying for jobs is just the first step. You know, you're gonna have those no's, and that's like anything in life. So, we're in the stages of getting callbacks. Good for you. We're getting interviews over the phone. So, congratulations if you've reached this step, but it ain't over till they call you back with a job offer. So, you know, I'm the type of person, when I go to physical interviews, I already get nervous. Like, I'm sweating. I'll be prepping myself before the interview. I'll be looking up stuff on the internet, trying to sound all professional. And then when I go in there and they're like, tell me about a time, I'm like, well, you know, I kind of like, no, they don't want to hear that. They need you to be confident and sure in your answer, because that just shows them that you're not under pressure. I realized that because I get kind of anxious when I go to interviews, like even phone interviews, y'all, I would be so nervous. So yeah, I was like, no, this is not okay. I have to like prepare myself. So before I took my phone interviews, what I would do is go to my notes and I would write down like common questions that they would ask me. Just like, tell me about yourself. Why do you want to be at this company? I need money, duh. Tell me about a time where you've handled a challenging customer, a challenging supervisor, etc. And I was like, they're not going to catch me slipping. I'm going to write this up. And I'm literally going to read it as I'm talking to them. And I just found that this was the best way to do everything. I wasn't even nervous anymore. I was confident and I was sure. And so I'm going to show y'all how y'all can do this little prompt. So if they're like, tell me a fun fact about yourself, don't tell them that you like to smoke and you like to drink and yeah, don't tell them that. So like I applied for Williams and Sonoma Company, right? They do cooking gadgets. I literally told them that I like to cook, which isn't a lie, but I kind of made that fun fact pertain to them about the company. If they ask you, how have you dealt with a difficult supervisor? Don't be like, oh, she sucked, I hated her. If they ask, tell me about a time when you had to deal with a difficult coworker or a coworker who didn't carry their weight during projects. You can literally look at the prompt. And y'all, I would be making up fake stories. I don't know no damn Anne. I don't. She is made up in my head, honey. And that's where she'll stay. If they say, tell me about yourself, tell them your schooling, and tell them where you've worked before, and tell them why what you're going to school for can apply to what you're applying for. Quick, easy. If they ask, hey, how do you deal with difficult customers? Again, I've made like a whole prompt. Make it up. And honestly, some of this is just facts. Like, if you had time to think about it, you probably will come up with an answer like this too. And if they ask, how did you go above and beyond for your customers? I literally would just make up a story. And lastly, if they ask, do you have any questions for me? Put them on blast. I love doing this at the end of an interview. They'll be like, well, and they'll be stuttering, y'all. Like, I'll be like, so what are the job duties of the company, you know? Yada, yada, yada. This is a great line to say if they ask you that. But back to the fun facts about yourself. Like I said, just relate it to something that the company offers or provides in terms of service. They just eat it up. They eat it up, okay? And your interview will go really, really well. Period.